What is going on, my good people? This is your main man, Ben here. How are you doing, guys? Today is going to be amazing because it's the first time that I am going to review a gadget using my dynamic microphone. What's weird about this is that I rely so much on shotgun microphone that it's really odd and kind of weird right now reviewing these things using dynamic mic. But since we are using the dynamic microphone, based on what we're going to review right now, it makes more sense if I'm going to use it. So today we're going to talk about mic preamps that improve the dynamic microphones or ribbon mics. If you own one, you're going to understand this, but stay tuned. So what we're actually going to compare today is a different preamps, the Se-DM1 DYNAMITE against the Klark Teknik CT1 and the Sound SS1. Now the prices of this preamps varies. DYNAMITE costs $99 plus tax. It should be around $106. Sound retails around $80, but I got a B stock in it, so it shipped including with tax is $39. And the newcomer, Klark Teknik CT1 retails $29 right now shipped, but take note, B&H already raised their price to $46 plus tax, but still free shipping, so you should probably looking at $50 or $51 shipped. We're gonna see how it's stacked on the DYNAMITE versus the CT1 versus the Sound. Given that the technology has been, I must say, improved, or shall I say copied, consumers is winning the game. So we'll see if this $29 preamps stands against the $100 ones. So let's check it out. What is going on, my good people, man? This is your main man, Ben here. And so right now, guys, we are testing the Se-DM1 DYNAMITE. Same setup with the Sound. I did not touch my amplifier, the Behringer. And this time around, I think it responded pretty well. Properly hooked up the XLR to the preamps. And there is no humming, no hissing. So for fair comparison, we're going to spit out some rhymes from Linkin Park and see how it compares. Here we go. Forfeit the game before somebody else takes you out of the frame and put your name to shame, cover up your face. You can't win the race, the face is too fast, you just won't last. And we are using the Se-DM1 DYNAMITE, again in the book of Proverbs 14:7-8. Stay away from fools, for you won't find knowledge on their lips. The prudent understand where they are going, but fools deceive themselves. And we are using the SS1. We're going to spit out the rhyme again. Forfeit the game before somebody else takes you out of the frame and put your name to shame, cover up your face. You can't win the race, the face is too fast, you just won't last. I'm going to pull up some memory verse in my NLT Bible. Here we go. In the book of Proverbs 14:7-8. Stay away from fools, for you won't find knowledge on their lips. The prudent understand where they are going, but fools deceive themselves. So for fair comparison, we are using the Klark Teknik right now. We're going to do the same thing as what we did to the DM1 and the SS1. Once again, this is the Klark Teknik. We're going to spit out some rhymes for testings. Here we go. Forfeit the game before somebody else takes you out of the frame. Put your name to shame, cover up your face. You can't win the race, the face is too fast, you just won't last. And once again, we're going to read the book of Proverbs 14, verse 7-8. Stay away from fools, for you won't find knowledge on their lips. The prudent understand where they are going, but fools deceive themselves. So this is how I look at it. I'm going to do some podcasting on the road or different locations. The reason being I was looking at preamps is that I want to improve the attitudes of the dynamic microphones without putting a lot of pressure on my, either my Behringer or my soon to be Zoom H6, the black version 2020, just still waiting for it to arrive. But overall, I want to lessen the gain that or stress that I put on my preamps and putting it into the devices. That way I can get more cleaner sound, richer, and much more vibrant. Now, the goal here is not just going to be, getting the more popular one. I want the more conservative approach where I can save money. At the same time, it doesn't compromise the quality. That being said, I must say I'm really impressed with this thing. I don't know how it holds. So far, the reviews are it's very new to the market. But based on the attitude of this $29 preamps stacked against different ones, this more established, a little bit like I've been 6 years old, 7, I'm not quite sure. And the Dynamite also is kind of established, and it's making a lot of, improvements, and a lot of popular people are using it. But I cannot ignore this little thing. I have tested it because I got 3 of them. And given what it brings to the table for the price, that it's very, very friendly, stacked it with this guy, it's simply amazing, guys. I cannot ignore it. To be honest, this is going to be the podcast rig that we're going to be using. Come to think about this, it's way too easy to put this behind this dynamic microphone. And if you see the small form factor, you just plugged it in. Call it quits. That's it. So if you put this in there, it's kind of longer. You can see the length. And also for this guy right here, the Simply Sound, you can see the form factor for portability. This is going to be amazing for on-site or off-site podcasting or different location. So this is how it sounds on the Behringer XM8500 paired with the Klark Teknik. This is very simple setup, man. I'm telling you, the preamps cost more than this guy. It's 29, it's 23. That's tax included. It's crazy, but this is how it sounds. Now you have an outlook how you stack with budget-friendly setup versus, spending it all day one jack, all day million. You know what I'm saying? But this is how it sounds like. Once again, XM8500 from Behringer, Klark Teknik CT1. Now, I don't like removing things like what I did in this thing, but I like a dedicated one that goes to the microphone. I like how it sounds on my PodMic, so I decided to leave the Simply Sound in here and just be a dedicated rig for my PodMic, while my podcasting, gig outside, I'm gonna have the Klark Teknik do that job. That being said, I'm not disregarding the clean output that the Dynamite has been using, but for the price that it gives, it's a $99 plus tax and all that stuff. It should be more than 100. It's like 105 or 106. This is side by side price with the fat heads. But times are different, guys. Manufacturers knows this things is out. It's not new anymore. And based on my limited experience, I like the sound of the Klark Teknik and the Simply Sound. It does not compromise a lot. It doesn't pollute the sound. And overall, basically, it's just amazing for the price. And would I recommend it? Definitely. I'm keeping those things. And to be honest, this is going to the market. I only need 3 right now. And I got 1 Klark Teknik on its way. You can still grab it for $29, guys. I'm telling you, with tax, 31 bucks. I got 2 plus 1 of these for 39. Basically, I got 3 preamps for the price of 1. Think of that one. What I can do with it and just treat it properly with care, you should be good. Overall, that's just my opinion. I'm just a regular guy, guys. You know what I'm saying? But thanks for viewing. Always remember, God is good all the time. Peace out.